Hello, beautiful Capricorn. Welcome to your reading for next 4 weeks. Let's dive in right away and see what's coming your way. By the way, if you're new here, this is Divine Light, and if you go on to enjoy this message, and if you haven't already, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you never miss a video. We have two pathways, one good news already showing up here. One of the pathway doesn't exactly look like a path. One of them is looking like one. And I see someone here who has like a dog right under their arm, actually moving forward. This can be someone with a dog moving out of your life. That can be also indicative of the pathway. And this one here, we have someone with a cloak and they're like maybe crying, wiping their face. And they are not really, a road is opening for them, but they're taking their leave. Basically, I feel like here, this is your time. You're allowing these people to just get out of your life finally, okay? Because I feel like this been been a long time for you. Like I see all around here, you're trying to keep the peace, okay, with the friends, with the family, and maybe you're being extremely patient with certain type of people. But now it's time that you are shutting those doors, and some of them is like one of them is actually trying to drag the door open really hard. Either way, though, you're not opening it, and they're wearing a cloak, like I mentioned here, and like wiping their tears and go away, okay? I feel like overall these are good news. It's not really something that is sad for you. Initially, maybe this is not really your nature, okay, to let some people just get out of your way finally. However, it's gonna be okay. I feel like this is like a training season is over now, that you're not really dealing with this kind of abusing people. You're just letting them go, letting them out of your vicinity. I see here there are two people hugging, and like when their head forms, you see like one person here, another one here. But then when their head forms, actually someone who has maybe like an evil face, and these two are afraid. They're in fear. So there might be an authority or a man. I see masculine figure, kind of looking like a devil. The thing is, Capricorn, the devil card represents the Capricorn as well. So I feel like this might be a part of you that gets obsessed with what you're doing or what you're desiring. And maybe it's also taking some peace out of your life or bringing fear into your life. This can be also resolving a situation. And I feel like the first week, you're going to really feel that discomfort. This doesn't mean that there's going to be activities also happening at the same time. I feel like because of the stagnancy, you're going to feel this discomfort, that there's no solution here, that I'm stuck here, kind of like a vibe rising. I see letter M, kind of looks like a woman who has crown on top of her head, and she has a magic wand. Kind of looks like one of those sticks that the shepherds use as well. One can be like a fire sign, Aries or Sagittarius. It can also be, like I said, a shepherd who can herd the sheep, okay? I see a feminine energy, kind of reminds me of the late queen. Also, like a white hair with a big crown and short cut hair. This can be someone who's capable of coming up with a solution. Okay, but they're in their own world. This means that if you're like obsessing about something and if you're looking for a solution, you need to go to them. This can be a mother figure, a teacher, it can be a therapist, it can be healer, someone who has the staff authority. And she's even wearing this fur coat. I feel a little bit, it kind of feels like a fur tiny little cape. And that she's holding the staff and she's brewing some sort of maybe solution there. What happens when you get there is, I see maybe some people are going to react to it, or this can be a celebration of it, because I see women with like puff sleeves dancing and jumping. There are two children next to her and they're also celebrating. That's why I felt here. So like if you feel stuck and you don't have a solution to something, hearing a different perspective immediately going to change the vibe, okay? it can be like when you talk to this person, sometimes you don't have to come up with you don't need to get the idea handed over by another person, but communication can actually lead you to the solution. Okay, in your own mind you already have the answers, and I feel like that's why you're celebrating. Two young children can be two new ideas coming to you. It can be, if this is a family related thing, I'm gonna say young children doesn't have to be children. They can be, if you have okay, somebody said that they're seeing green lights. This thing has under green lights. Okay, so it's not really any mystical thing happening here. So what happens there, it can be like your pets, cats, dogs, if you have any, celebrating with you, because I feel like this is really affecting your energy on a very high level. Okay, the second week, again, I see 1, 2, 3 people coming forward, and they are kind of like coming as a wave. This can be invitation to maybe like you want their support, or maybe they want your energy and they're coming. I see there's a contract behind them. That's why I felt maybe these are people who have like you have something they desire, and when you give it, it can turn into like a back and forth contract here. Okay, what else I see here? In the bottom, I see your heart is a little stuffy, meaning you're probably frustrated because of the way things are like not really unraveling themselves. But I feel like this is a slower progress than what you're used to open things up. Okay, we see a wolf right here, kind of reminds me of like a cartoonish wolf. These are teeth, the eyes, and wearing like a baseball cap. The wolf can be a baseball cap wearing person. Okay, so why does it sound like weird like that way? I kind of feel like this can be someone who has immature vibes. Okay, it's not like I'm saying the baseball cap is immature, but it has a place. Okay, I wear it sometimes too, but it has a place. You don't wear it on every occasion. Okay, and this person might be someone who doesn't really get the occasion, who doesn't really understand the social structure. Okay, so I feel like here, but they're angry, they're showing their teeth. This can be someone immature, meaning like maybe they're demanding something from you. It can be attention, it can be solution. It can even be overall just they want to get a reaction out of you. Either way, though, they're surrounded with a lot of thoughts, a lot of like maybe like they are being observed by others as well in that manner. Wolf means this can be someone who is a family member, because wolf packs are families. And I see there's the shark's mouth even forming. This person might have this kind of like a predator vibe as well. This doesn't mean it is a bad person, because there are sometimes we live with certain people. They're kind of like spoiled nature actually causes them to act a little selfishly. So this can be one of those. I see that within the third week you're dealing with them, but we have a red flag here. I feel like the red flag is you really saying, like flagging, telling them, okay, you cannot cross this border anymore. Well, the fourth week, then you're actually inside of a building here. I feel like maybe that's the reason why this person is reacting. Maybe you're doing something that is going to add to your freedom, that is going to make you sovereign, and or maybe this is a new job opportunity and moving to a new condo. Maybe I see a W inside here. Maybe this is your win. There's a stork right here. Storks can symbolize moving. You can see the W right there. So maybe you are planning to really free yourself from this person's energy, and they don't want you to do it. And this can turn into a little psychological conversation, like the way they are going to affect you. I don't think they can physically affect you, but being careful and aware can actually help you here, so you don't really feel bad about what this person is doing, okay, or guilty. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind. And let's see. Okay, this is kind of like something's bothering you is washing away. That's what I felt like. I told you the devil was present, meaning you're overthinking some things. But when your action comes in, the things are going to start to align. Your desire is going to start to form itself. And then you're going to wash away all that like tension. Okay. I see someone standing here the first week. And this can be a person with a solution. This can be a person with a problem. Either way, you're pushing them out of your energy field, meaning if they have a solution, you're taking the solution and just telling them, okay, now you can leave. Or if they have a problem, you're telling them, I'm not your solution, you can leave. Either way, though, you're cleaning your energy space, energetic space. I see here a half crescent moon, and it's like a shining on someone here with a top hat and a rat face. The thing is, though, crescent moon can indicate government, and the top hat can also indicate that. Especially like in America, we see that Uncle Tom. Uncle Tom, is that the name of him? I forgot. Uncle something. He has this massive finger and he says like, I'm here, I see you. So I feel like this is actually getting pushed out of your way, meaning forceful authority. Forceful authority may be trying to get something from you, but crescent moon also means a legal accomplishment, a governmental success, and maybe even you finding a rule that is saving you or protecting your territory. That is gonna, like, the crescent moon can be also like fairness. Basically what's fair is going to push that authority outside of your space. Okay, but we have the rat here, rat wearing the hat, so that's why it just, my mind associated that poster with that. It doesn't mean this is specifically government. This can be someone who claims authority over you with this rat energy. Okay, they're getting pushed out by like some rule or some establishment. Something is going to push them out, and what's fair is going to happen there. And I see another mustache appearing here within the third week. This can be your mustache, guys, meaning this can be your authority that you're growing. Okay, and you're actually grooming, taking care of, like you are building. I told you eventually you're going to get into a building here. Maybe you're building your resume. This can be like someone you're working with and they're violating their boundaries. And now you're deciding to use the crescent moon, which can be your ability to find a new job. Or if this is like a family, you're just drawing boundaries and you're getting stronger. The mustache can also symbolize building a backup. Okay, and then the backup, there's people are raining out of the backup, meaning that they're going to be also support appearing behind you. Okay, I'm going to dive into your tarot now. What we're going to do here, if you made it so far, please do comment down below. The tarot is going to look into where you are right now. And then we're going to pull some cards for money, success, career, love, and also final outcome. And this is going to be surface level, but we're going to do a deep dive on the money. So stay around. And money is going to be like following, I think tomorrow. I'll just submit that. Let's see. It seems like Ten of Pentacles is a good one here because it seems like you are already living in a certain stable environment. This doesn't mean that it's your ideal. Ten of Pentacles kind of looks like ideal. However, I feel like you have great potential to create that ideal outcome for yourself. Okay, so how can that be? We have, this is about relationships and love. This can be built by maybe making detailed plans and taking a chance, taking a leap of faith. But the leap of faith is not really random here. There's definitely change happening. The change can be you deciding to make the change initially. Okay, so in love, some of you in love or relationships, some of you have certain life experience and now you're deciding what do you want in your life, and you're making your choices very carefully, and that is going to bring the real change. Okay, because an insurance doesn't have to be specifically, as we know, insurance is insuring your heart, ensuring that you build relationships on around certain boundaries. Okay, boundaries doesn't mean that you cannot come in. Boundaries shows the people the door where they can come into your heart. Okay, because there are walls around it. It means you cannot really just come in there and step with their muddy shoes. They need to take the shoes outside. Okay, and when you do that, that's going to change the relationships or maybe the relationships you already have, or your approach, or who you're attracting into your life. That's going to start to change here. King of Pentacles is stability, guys. When it comes to money, you might have a very stable month this time. You might have like a stable income, or what you have at this time can fit into what you already have in your hand, meaning can expand, or what you have can increase. It seems like there's going to be plenty of energy, plentiness of this financial worthy, financial success that's going to happen this month. Generally seems like you showed up as the Empress here, and I feel like this can also be an Empress coming into your life who has all the resources. It can be living a prosperous month, basically living in abundance. Empress has a creative energy. She gives birth to new babies. She's a pregnant woman, actually, she plays, but because this is after tarot, we don't have the baby here. She's surrounded by swan. Swans means commitment. There is a waterfall here. It means the flow of energy, flow of money, flow of required things that you desire to have in your life, or desires or requirements. They're all coming forward generally, okay? It's overall looking the best reading so far. We have courthouse with the general what you're happening. Courthouse can be also a legal institution that you need to start preparing paperwork and submit it. We have a community here, can be, because 10 of Pentacles, we see a family, actually, family structure. This is after tarot. That's why it doesn't have the family here. We only have the child and the grandpa, and they're walking, going back inside the house, the castle. The thing is, maybe there's a community out there. They can support you, but you need to do it through paperwork, or you need to go through legal or institutional means in order to reach them, okay? When it comes to love, I told you this month is going to, there's a new adventure coming forward, but the adventure is going to feel like home. You see the merchant here waving to his ships out there, and he's probably going to get on one of those and he's going to go away. But this is not really completely going away for you. You may be finding someone or forming a relationship that feels like home to you. So this can be, for some, you might be meeting someone who is maybe coming with a ship, coming from outside, from another city, and this is a change for you. Maybe you never tried this kind of like a relationship before. It can be a foreigner, or it can be something foreign to you, that this is like taking a leap of faith. You're trusting that you're being protected. But the best part of Three of Wands is the merchant is not inexperienced. Merchant already knows how these things work, and he has his himself covered. House means that this can be someone that can feels like home, or someone close to your house. Someone close to your house, meaning like close to your heart, maybe culturally similar. Okay. We have, with the King of Pentacles, there's a journey ahead. When it comes to financials, I told you that maybe you're going to have the stability this month. This will give you headspace to plan for a new journey and just, expand maybe your financial reach, or come up with creative ideas to make more money. And overall, the Empress comes with a message here. I feel like you might also receive, Empress is the mother that takes care of the living things, the Mother Earth grows things, and you might actually receive a message regarding something that you have been nurturing, actually coming to life and bringing abundance and love with them. We have a false person here that you need to become aware, 7 and 8. After the message, you might deal with someone who has like false information. But then I have here the official person. So the channels should be official. When you receive the message, make sure you're choosing the one who has the official information, not something that is random, because it can be also a way of, maybe you're getting like, congratulations, you won something, but the person is not official. Okay, that can be a scam. But then you get a mail, very serious mail, and then says like you need to be in the spot at this time. And when you get there, oh, okay, your request for support is approved. Kind of like really official thing that you're gonna meet someone in a building that is like a solid place. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is overall you're getting a message that is going to have fulfillment, but it's not going to sound fun or exciting like the fun false person here. We have a mushroom recycling, breaking down problems. That's what the mushrooms do. I actually heard somewhere recently they discovered a mushroom that can eat plastic and get rid of the plastic. So this is basically, instead of fighting the problem, finding a way to consume it, okay, destroy it, getting rid of it is going to be the way this month. We have the buds, a new beginning and expansion. So make sure you're also planting new seeds for the things you want. Lavender, tranquility, kindness, and self-care. Self-care is always actually within your top 10, and this month it's going to be much more important as well. This is the month of Cancer, so this month might require you to be take care of yourself, give yourself the emotional support. Maybe if you have expectancy, just give it to yourself first, okay? We have Rosemary, remembrance, loyalty, and faithfulness. I told you that there is a wolf in your energy, and you're being loyal to the wolf. If that's the case, that is a wolf that is hurting you. Basically, this is telling you, remember that who you're loyal to. Are you loyal to yourself? Or like maybe you're thinking, I'm loyal to my family, but if you don't exist, the family don't exist either. So you need to choose the levels of loyalty that you are giving, and especially to yourself, okay? Like how far it's gonna go. And first, you should give that to yourself. Let's pull your last affirmation here. We have, I choose to believe that everyone is always helpful. Therefore, wherever I go in life, people are there to help me. Even if they seems like wolf, maybe they're reminding you something that you have forgot. I am safe and secure in my world. This is a good affirmation you can repeat whenever you feel frustrated, okay? All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to add some more videos right here for you to enjoy. I wish you all a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.